Okay, this is Mario once again with MIA Microflight, and this is my personal quarter scale MIA Quicksilver style RC Ultralight. I did this model a while back, but haven't done any videos of this model, so this is an update just to talk a little bit more about this model right here. You know, it's an 8-foot wing span model, a very nice flyer. There are a few customers who have this model who have bought the kit. There's one customer in particular that has done several videos with his version of this. Well, it's the same kit, but you know, he did some videos with his model in a different color scheme. His is a black wing with the yellow, orange, and red stripes. It's a very nice model as well. But this is my personal one. I kind of like the white wings on my aircraft. Although I have so many colors that I favor. I really like the yellow and blues. Not so much the red ones. You know, so but I do employ, you know, a little bit here and there just to give it a little more flair to the design. This one's done with the red wheels, you know, 3D printed wheels to match those little sections of the wing in red, and this is done in those colors just to balance it out. You know, I kind of like the way this came out. I was playing around with the color scheme one day, just sketching on a sketch pad, and I mean, that's how I come up with these colors. Is you know, they don't really mean anything. It's just the colors that I select based on how I feel that particular moment. And I had several options, several variations of colors and designs on the wings, but this is the one that I liked on when I did this model, and it's come out pretty nice. You know, I really like the scheme there. It shows well in the sky, especially with a white wing. You know, when you have skies like that. It's around 5 o'clock in the morning. I've been staying up these past few days, just kind of working on projects late at night. It just makes it easier for me to do that. I can concentrate a lot better than during the day, although most of the time it's pretty quiet around here where I live. But I prefer to work at night, and you know, do some other things during the day. I do have to sleep, you know, otherwise I'd be a zombie. So I do get my 8 hours sleep, regardless whether I you know, do these things in the morning or at night. But I really like working at night. It's just my nature. I've always been what they call night owl. So this is a recent video. I still have to do some connections here to the to the servos. You can see the servos right there are kind of loosey goosey, but they just need two extensions to be connected to the receiver, and then I should be able to do a flight with this model. So I was saying, there's a customer who has done several videos, and he sent me the videos. I'll have to ask him if I can post that online, so that if anybody's interested in those videos, they can see how well this particular size scale flies. And he's a customer that ordered a half scale. You know, if you have been following my videos, you know, you probably have seen the half scale. Jesus, I can't talk this morning. I'm tired. I need to get some sleep after this. But he's got the half scale MIA Quicksilver style RC Ultralight. That's a really big model. It's a really nice model too. One of these days I'm going to pull it out here, and once I complete my wings, because his model I kind of did first, you know, just to send it out to him. But he's almost finished with that assembly. He should be doing a flight with it very soon too. But I'll be completing mine and taking it out, and I can do a show and tell video just like I'm doing with this one here, this quarter scale. Most of the other ones that I've been selling in the past years have been the fifth scale models, which are 60-inch wingspan. This is an 8-foot wingspan, and the half scale is a 14-inch wingspan, just to give you a point of reference, so that you can imagine the sizes. But these are really, really great flyers by nature. That it's a true ultralight in all the sense of the word ultralight. It's one of the things when I set out to establish my microflight. I wanted these aircraft back in, we're talking about back in the late 70s, early 80s. And so, because I at that time there wasn't anything available of this caliber. My target since that time has been, to do a nice ultralight that I can fly. It's a personal one, and something that I can sell to the public, whoever's interested in this. And there's quite a number of people that really like ultralights. This is not a model for your typical model, so it's not for the average enthusiast that just likes to build something quick in one night. This the kit you have to assemble. It's a bolt-on kit. I do all the assemblies, the sub-assemblies, like the stabilizers, the rudder. I've shown that in some other videos, so if you have been following my videos, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I do the ailerons as a sub-assembly, so those things are already done for the customer. I do the wings as well with the ribs. I send those rolled up with the ribs installed, and all the customer has to do is build the frame, install the leading trailing edge rods, that support the wing, install the compression tubes, because this has compression tubes underneath, just like the real full-scale ultralights, and then attach the sub-assemblies to the frame. It goes really, really fast that way, and that way the customer doesn't have to assemble, these things, because these take these are quite elaborate. If you haven't done this before, so I rather do that for the customer, so that he has all these sub assemblies already done for him, because they are a little tedious if you were to do this from scratch, just from parts. So I like to do that for the customers, and it's you can see here how they look on this personal aircraft of mine. It's a great flyer. If you're interested in one of these, I would urge you to either go to my website or just email me direct. But these are not. I don't have a link in my website for the quarter scale ones. It's a quarter scale one. I do have a link for the fifth scale, the 60-inch one. That one will fit in a compact car. If you have a sedan or a small car, you can travel with that to the field much more easier than something like this. This one, even though you can dismantle the wing, the wings on this one dismantles or is able to be removed because of these 3-point attachments that I have on these wings, and I've shown that in previous videos. I came up with this system a long time ago, so that it's easier to take out the wings. And on my wings, I also disassemble from this section right here. Now this is also the same. These are my own thumb nuts that I employ with these, so that I can unscrew this and just unclip the wing from the sides and from the top, those 3 points, and you fold the struts into the wing, and you can package it that way, when you're traveling from point to point. So it makes assembly and disassembly a lot easier, and from a logical standpoint. I have to attach this to my I'm missing an additional bolt on this bracket here. This is my motor bracket, and I like installing my motors at the front, just to keep the tail section lightweight, because if the motor can also be installed at the rear. I mean, this is designed for either front or rear propulsion. But the problem with the back, the reason why I don't like my this particular customer that I'm talking about, he knows who he is, so he'll probably be watching this video. A great guy, to deal with. So a shout out to him, and some other customer that has bought these also from me, and there's a couple other people that have bought the larger ones. this, as I was saying, I like it at the front because you have most of the weight here without having to contend for heavier battery or having to put washers or a heavy plate at the front. So I like to keep the motor at the front, but you can also put it at the back, provided you counterbalance that at the center of equilibrium, which is what they call the CG, which is about 25 to 30% from the leading edge of the root tube. So if I were to balance this right about that point right there, which is 1/3 of the wing, that's where the balance and equilibrium point should be. But I like having my motors at the front. This does clear the pilot. It just looks like the pilot's going to be chopped by the propeller, but no, it clears it. This is my pilot done, in scale with these models, and these are my the typical MIA trademark pilot that I have been selling also with these ultralights, and I've explained why I do these things the way I do them, why I sell these with a white helmet, the white hands or gloves, if you will, and the white shoes. But it's because customers in the past have asked me not to paint those things or not to do them in color, so they can do it, their own decorations, and that's why I decided to do them a long time ago when I was getting requests from customers to do it that way. So yeah, once again, this is my quarter scale aircraft. It's a gorgeous looking model. These are my other little ones, and once again, I'm not doing this to to boost my own ego, but I hope this video captures that, and you can see how beautiful this model is. There are companies out there that make model airplanes, but not in the way that I make these, and I pride myself in making these, and in the way that I make them. I do them with specific materials for specific reasons that I have also explained in some other videos. It's a combination of materials, and I do that for durability and longevity. These models will probably outlast me, in lifetime. So they'll probably be around long after I'm gone. And that's the way I design these models, and that's the way I like designing things, because I like, I'm old school from that respect. That I like solid things. I like old cars the way they used to be made, for durability and longevity. There's a lot of people that don't go by by that mentality, because everything is quick, and everything's about profits. I'm not one of those people that is solid on making a killing by selling these things or getting rich out of doing these things. And so I designed these things so that in the future, when I am gone, these things will have a mark in time. Maybe my grandkids, maybe in the future, somebody might stumble on my videos, or somebody, there might be a customer out there, somebody new that might buy one of these or acquire one of these, from somebody else that bought one of these, and may remember my company and my name, and it's just the way I do things. Once again, I hope I wasn't too arrogant in saying those things, but these are my models, the way I make them. Mario, once again, with MIA Microflight. If you have been following me for many years, I thank you very much. Really appreciate. I really appreciate more than anything people that comment. The very few people comment, but I think the very few that comment are really down to earth people. They take the time. If you take the time, you're probably a decent human being, individual, and I really appreciate that. Stay tuned for more.